If you're looking for more of, you know, you need to receive, you need to fill your cup, sometimes it's just really nice to have the palms facing up to receive that energy and that power from wherever it is that you tap into. And just for the next hour, you know, whatever it is that you brought to the mat this morning, we're just going to kind of put that in a nice little pretty box and put it up on the shelf. It'll be there if you want to take it again when you leave class. But for the next hour, just focus on yourself. And I have a little mantra I want to give you that you can take with you during the class, after the class, the rest of your life, whatever. And that mantra is, I have the power of choice. And right now I choose to be happy. Right now I have a choice. I have the power of choice. And right now I choose to be happy. You can fill in the blank with anything you'd like. It could be acceptance. I choose acceptance. I choose to be happy. I choose to be in the present moment. I choose to just make it through today. Whatever it is, you have the power of choice for it. We'll take a few more breaths here. And then go ahead and blink the eyes open if they were closed. We're going to start by paying attention to the feet. So keep the left knee bent and then just take the right foot over the left knee so it can hang, and you can kind of pay attention to just letting the foot go. Take your thumbs and press underneath the second and third toe. So just that padding in between the ball mounds of the big toe and the pinky. Just press there, put some pressure there for a moment. And then walk the thumbs down the arch of the foot, down to the heel. And we've done this before. Pay attention to your heel. Just kind of massage around the heel back to the Achilles tendon. And then using your fingers, start to walk up the foot. Top of the foot gets rubbed all the way up to the toes. And pay attention to each individual toe, starting with the base of the pinky toe. Squeeze and just kind of wiggle and pull. And then move on to the next one. There's a lot of bones in the foot. There's a lot of nerve endings in the feet. And paying attention to your feet every day is actually quite important. Once you're done rubbing all the toes, first of all, your feet probably feel a little warmer, getting the circulation going. See if you can interlace the fingers between the toes. Just do the best you can. See, look at how good you do this one. It doesn't matter if lotus, you have your fingers like this. There's a pose that we do in the primary series where you're in lotus pose and you have to shove your arms through, and those holes are really tiny, so it takes a while. All right, so loosen the ankle and just do rolls with the ankle. And then push the toes forward and then pull them back. I mean, this is a part we are negligent to as well, that front of the foot. And then go ahead and release. We'll do the other side. By the way, you're opening your hips while you're sitting like this too, on purpose. Look at you. Nice. Yes. Okay, so start by putting that pressure underneath the second and third toe. Even if you distribute your weight evenly on the feet, a lot of pressure and, you know, this part of the foot takes on a lot. And then start to walk the fingers down the arch. There's a way that we do this with a tennis ball too, which is really important, especially if you have like plantar fasciitis and things like that. But just because that can be painful, right? Don't forget to pay attention to the Achilles tendon. If you have tight calf muscles, this might be tight as well. They're connected. And then go ahead and rub the top of the foot all the way up to the toes. Start with the pinky. And if you have a part of the foot that needs more attention, you can stop there and take more time with it. Jody probably remembers doing this in our classes years ago too. We used to pay attention to the feet quite a bit. Yeah. And people would be like, this is yoga. Yes, your feet are. Yes, I made a whole video just for taking care of the feet. I've done private sessions just paying attention to the feet. Like we're doing chaturangas with our big toes. I'm not even kidding you. So important. Interlace the fingers between the toes. Try to let the ankle joint go and just rotate. Yes, you can gain muscle in your feet. It's crazy. All right, go ahead and put your feet on the floor. We're gonna take flat fists here and just start to tap the outsides of the legs. And then the top, we're gonna hit all four sides. Inside, and then underneath. Do you feel that tingling? Doesn't it feel good? All right. Moving on to the neck, come back to your seated position, maybe switch legs this time, put the other one out on top. And then we're going to grab the elbows behind our back. We do this standing quite a bit. Lift the chest and just move the neck and the head. So first we're seeing what the range of motion is in the neck. Look over the right shoulder. And then keep the chin to the chest until you're looking off the left shoulder. And then continue back and forth. We're going to do this a few times. And then wherever you are, do one more roll. And then bring the head back to center. Right fingertips to the floor to begin. Take your left hand and guide the left ear towards the left shoulder. Reach out through the right fingertips. And remember, we're not putting pressure on the head, we're just guiding so we don't go down here. We want to keep the chin lifted. And then release, other side. Right ear to right shoulder. Reach out through the left fingertips. I think about the amount of neck problems I had coming into yoga, and it's just blows my mind. I mean, the neck is super fragile, but I didn't treat it like it was. Go ahead and release. All right, inhale, bring the arms up. Twist to the right, exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the left, bring them down. One more time on each side. Inhale up, exhale right, inhale up, exhale to the left. Come into child's pose. So knees apart, big toes together. There you go. Reach the hands forward, press the fingertips into the mat to open the shoulders a little bit. Come back to the breath here. We're going to do a little bit of a flow this morning. Actually, we're going to do a flow in a few different postures just to kind of get the body and energy moving and kind of as a release. So go ahead and lift the head, and we're going to shift our weight forward so we can come into plank. You can use your knees if you want, totally fine. And then we're gonna chaturanga down. Inhale up, just a baby cobra here, and then back to child's pose. All one breath each, okay? So inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. One more time like that. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, child's, and take 3 breaths in child's pose. After your third exhale, come up to hands and knees. Begin your Betalasana or your cat pose. Just keep flowing with the breath here. Sunday morning breathing. Exhale, arch. Inhale, dip. Two more times. Back to neutral, flat back. Extend the right leg behind you and the left arm out in front of you. We're gonna go knee to elbow here. So engage the abdominals, keep everything strong here, foot is flexed. Exhale, knee to elbow, round the back. Inhale, extend. These are slow, mindful movements. Exhale, arch. Last time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it together. Back to the mat. Other side. Extend the left leg behind you. Right arm out in front of you. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, together. Press the roots of the fingers. Inhale, extend. Last time. Exhale together and bring it back to the mat. We can keep going for sure. All of you guys are like, this is good. I like it. That's awesome. Coming into downward facing dog. Get your hands set up. Get your foundation right. Curl the toes under. Bring the hips up and back. Start to pedal the feet out. Move the body. Move the hips. Good. We're going to come into our next flow. Let's see. Amber, do a little micro bend in your elbows. Yeah, this way. Yeah, just because you have the hyperextension. Yeah, just bend your elbows a tiny bit. No, other way. Like bend them like that. Yes, but just, yes. It's gonna be so much harder, but I promise you, your elbows will love you more. Okay, so we're gonna come into our next flow. It's going to be crescent, back to down dog. Crescent, back to down dog, ready? So here we go, bring the right leg up. Still slow and mindful with the breath. Exhale, bring the right foot through. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back to down dog. Bring the right leg up. Inhale, come through. Exhale, back to down dog. This time we're gonna drop the knee. So inhale the right foot forward, drop the knee. Keep the left hand on the inside of the foot, right fingertips up. Take 3 breaths here. Look down at your foot. Return to downward facing dog. Take a breath, lengthen through the tailbone. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bring it through. Come all the way up. Good. Exhale, go down. Down facing dog. Bring the left leg up again. Bring it through to the front. Come all the way up. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. We get to take a break here. Left leg up. Bring it through. Drop the back knee. Keep the right hand on the inside of the foot, left fingertips up. 3 breaths. Nice job. That was a hard one. Look down at your foot, return to downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out, lengthen through the tailbone, get a nice stretch in the spine. And then begin to walk the feet forward. Exhale, fold. Let the head dangle. And then bring the feet together, drop the sitting bones. Inhale, bring the arms up to chair. You can keep the hands separated here, shoulders back. Weight is still in the back of the body. Exhale, fold. Press the feet. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up, palms together. Exhale, chair twist. So bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press the palms, rotate the right shoulder back. Exhale, fold. Drop the head completely. Inhale all the way up. Palms together, exhale. You got it. Twist on the other side. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Press the palms, rotate the left shoulder back. Exhale, fold. Drop the head completely. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Release the arms, Tadasana. You can have your eyes opened or closed here. You're familiar with Tadasana at this point. So maybe with the eyes closed, get everything stacked up, starting with the feet. Feel the feet on the mat. Feel the arches lift. And work your way all the way to the crown of the head. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, either one. Exhale, child's pose, 5 breaths. Now you can bring your palms together and bend your elbows so your hands fall behind your head, or you can stay where you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your hands to the mat. Inhale, look up. Come to hands and knees. Curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up, step forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Are you guys doing okay? Good? Okay, we're gonna do that one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. And bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chaturanga. Use your knees if you want. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Now, if you want to grab the bottoms of your feet, you can, or decide however you'd like your hands. 1, 2, deep, deep breaths. Revisit that mantra that we introduced at the beginning of class. 4, 5. Bring your hands back. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up and step forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Back to Tadasana. We're going to take a wide stance. So bring the feet apart. You guys can even face the windows. I know you're used to going that way, but if you want to look outside, you can. Okay, so going into wide leg forward fold here, just one time, and then we're going to do a twist with it. Bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, keep legs strong and fold forward. So once your hamstrings stop you, bring your fingertips down to the mat. Take another inhale to lengthen. Lift the sitting bones. Exhale, fold. If your hands need to come to a block, they can. But drop the head wherever you are. And if you don't have a block, just bend the knees a little bit. Keep the spine nice and long. Bring the inner edges of the shoulder blades towards each other and breathe here. Bring your left hand or left fingertips right below the face. And then inhale the right arm up, fingertips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the right hand down below the face. Inhale the left fingertips up. Exhale the left hand down. Inhale to look up. Bring your hands to your waist on an exhale. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, come back to the front of your mat. Just walk the feet together, come back to the front of your mat. Good. We're gonna take let's just come back into a wide stance here. It'll be easier. And that way you guys can see me too. So we're gonna do triangle and then take it into a modified side angle. So take your right toes out. If you use a block for triangle, use a block, grab it and put it on the outside of your foot. Be sure the left toes are pointing in just a little bit. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, reach forward with the right hand and then drop down. Wherever your hand goes this morning is fine. You can grab the big toe if possible. Left fingertips up. The thighs are engaged. They're rotating out. Good. One more breath here. Press the feet, inhale, come up. Exhale, bend the right knee, forearm to knee, left arm up and over. Keep your knee bent. Inhale, come up. So arms are extended. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back down. We're doing this one more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come back down. Good. And then inhale, come back to standing. Exhale, bring the hands down, right toes in, left toes out. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, reach forward for triangle first. We're going to take a few breaths here. Good. Soften the top ribs. Nice job, guys. Press the feet, inhale, come up, keep the arms extended. Exhale, bend the left knee, bring the forearm on top, right arm up and over, modified side angle pose. No, it doesn't mean it's easier, just means it's modified. And now we're gonna do our flow. Inhale, keep the knee bent, come up. Exhale, back down. Full breaths, inhale, come up. Nice and slow and mindful. Exhale, come down. Last time, inhale, come up. Exhale, back down. Good. Press the feet, inhale, come up. Exhale, you can bring the arms down, bring the left toes in, bring the feet together. Come back to the front of your mat. Okay, so right knee comes up. You can have your hands in front of your heart here. We're taking this into a warrior three. So keep the foot flexed, have a micro bend in the standing leg, and then start to shift your weight forward and bring the right leg back. Don't take your eyes off your focus point. I conveniently have this wall behind me, but you can bring your leg out as far as you want. We're gonna take one breath here, and then exhale, start to bring the knee back up to the chest. One more time, bring it back. Bring it back up. Come back to standing. Shake your left leg out and say thank you to it for being such a nice job. Our legs do such good things for us. Okay, other side. Now, I'll give you the option here. Once you come into warrior three, you can bring your fingertips back, or you can, it's more of a challenge to do it like this, but it's not any easier to do it like this. It depends on your body. So do what feels good there. A little bit more freedom here. Go ahead and bring the left knee up. Also use the wall, use a chair, use whatever you want. Start to bring it back. Bring it forward. Last time, bring it back. Bring it forward and bring it back down. Shake out the right leg. That was really good. Okay, widen your stance, but look outside this time. Look outside. Right toes come out. We're gonna do warrior two here. So take a nice wide stance. Take your left hand to your left hip and bend into the right knee. Remember, we're really watching this right knee in warrior two. So typically we need to press the inner thigh out to line it up. Extend the arms. Good. Drop the tailbone. Engage the abdominals. Get tall in the spine. Shift your weight towards the center of your legs. Bring the palms facing up. Inhale, straighten the leg, bring the hands together. Exhale, come back down to warrior two. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, back down. Last time, inhale up. Exhale down. Good, keep the arms, bring the right toes in, left toes out. So now you're facing the back of your mat. Bend into the left knee. Make sure the knee doesn't go over the ankle. Get all set up with your foundation. Good. Engage the lower belly in and up. And then we'll begin our flow. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, full inhale. Exhale down. Last time, inhale up. Exhale down. Bring your hands to your waist. Straighten your knee, bring the left toes in. Bring your feet together. Come back to the front of your mat. Shake out your legs. Are you guys doing okay? All right. Separate your feet. Well, then it's good to do this then. I'm kidding. You're doing okay? Let's add this pose. I'm joking. We're gonna squat though. So separate the feet. Inhale, bring the arms up. We're not going down just yet. Interlace the fingers, exhale, hands in front of the heart. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. Last time, inhale up. Palms together, exhale, come all the way down. Now, if your heels stay on the ground, great. If they don't, no big deal. If you need to lift your heels to drop the butt below the knees, then do that. Or you can sit on a block, okay? This should be like a release for the lower back. You can lift your heels if you want, and then drop your butt. You can bring it. Does it feel restful for you, for your knees? Okay, okay, then stay there. Yeah, of course it is. No, how dare you? Do what I say right now. Okay, so I'm always impressed at how adults can actually squat better. It's because you're doing yoga. So bring your left hand down, inhale the right arm up. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale the left arm down. Okay, so I'm gonna give you two options here. Either have a seat or take a bind. So left arm goes around the left knee, and then you just grab your fingertips behind you. Just open up the shoulders a little bit. Yep. And if you don't get the bind today, no big deal. Release the hands, open up the other shoulder. I'm just trying to get you guys to squat as long as possible. Remember, this is how you're supposed to be watching Netflix during quarantine. Could you imagine like your family, well, they can't come out, go ahead and sit down. Maybe you have one other family in your quarantine bubble. They come over for Thanksgiving and you're just like, hey, what's up? Let's come watch the football game. Have a seat. Go ahead and bounce the legs out a little bit. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, fold. Just drop the head here. Grab the legs. You don't have to grab the feet. Take care of your spine. If you can grab the feet, that's great. Grab the outsides of the feet. Be sure you're engaging the belly though, protecting the lower back. And pay attention to the bottom part of the inner edges of the shoulder blades. Those are pressing towards the ribs. And take one more breath here. Inhale, look up at your beautiful feet, and then exhale, release, which I always love. You always have ring toes on, and I love those so much. Reminds me of like the beach, and you are from Florida, so there you go. All right, no more nice guy coming to boat. Let me give you a compliment and then make you work. We're just staying here one time, 10 breaths, but you're gonna count the breaths, okay? Just do the best you can. Keep the collarbones lifted. If your legs are a little bent like mine are now, push through the heels, push through the ball mounds of the big toes, and then come together a little bit more. Your focus is your toes. And release. Good. Bring the left leg out and the right leg behind you. So here, it is okay to have the knee out. We're actually trying to separate the knees as much as possible. The top of the foot should still work on being on top of the mat, okay? Now, take all of your upper torso, your guts, all of that, and shift them towards your left leg. If you need something under, your right sitting bone is gonna lift. That's okay, all right? What we're going to do is inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, start to fold forward and see if your left forearm can go on the inside of the leg. You'll notice that your body's already trying to rotate open, right? And if it doesn't come down, that's fine, just grab the leg. Yes. we're gonna rotate even more. Yep. Of course, you have the easiest time rotating. Inhale, bring the right arm up. And then exhale, maybe start to come into this lateral stretch. And then here we're gonna continue to rotate the right shoulder back and maybe go further. Right shoulder back, maybe go further. Okay, just play with this. If your forearm is all the way on the ground, start to grab your calf muscle. It's gonna feel strange, but it'll be like an upside down grab. And straighten the arm. Arm is straight and strong. Yep, good. Engage the abdominals. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, come all the way up. Give yourself a minute. You were in like 3. So we are stretching the legs, the adductors, so the insides of the legs and the hamstrings. And we're in a lateral stretch and we're in a twist. And you're really like in this little bit of a forward fold too. Go ahead and bring the right leg forward. Eventually, and what we'll focus on this side really quickly. I'm not going to bring too much mechanics in this, but it's a pretty intense pose. So you're going to eventually grab your leg and then eventually also grab here. Eventually. And so most days I can't do that, so I don't know how that happened, but separate the knees as far as they can go first. And then also, you know, tucking the thigh under is going to help too. And then go ahead and fold forward, bring the right forearm down. As we're folding, also bring your breath to the torso. The right side of the torso, try to keep that, you know, from being totally crunched. It's going to get crunched, but just try to expand both sides. And then keep bringing the left arm up and over. And then rotate the shoulder and just keep playing that yoga game. Pressing out through the ball mound of the right toes. Yep, that'll help you fold forward even more. And Dawn, reach a little bit more with your top fingers. You're just about there. Yep, you're there. Keep going. And now see if you can rotate the left shoulder back a little more. Yep. Yeah, you're there. Grab them, grab them. Take another breath here. And then exhale, release. You found your toes. All right, guys, go ahead and lay down on your back. Is it lie or lay? It's lie down, right? Okay, when you're putting yourself down, it's lie. Okay. Why in 42 years have I never understood it until just now? Go ahead and hug the knees one at a time. Bring them up to the chest, rock left to right. Really squish the lower back muscles. And then go ahead and when you're ready, slow down your rock and then just bring your feet back down to the mat. Okay, so even though this has been a nice slow and flowy class, we've still been doing a lot of strengthening things. So the next thing that we're gonna do is a bridge flow. We do this sometimes in our strength and mobility class, but it's meant to be slow and controlled, okay? Bring your body into as if you're going to regular bridge. So heels close to the sitting bones. And then for this, we're not gonna interlace our fingers underneath our back. We're actually just gonna keep maybe the elbows bent with the fingertips pointing up towards the ceiling, just to help us keep the back broad and the chest broad. Yep. And then remember as we lift, because we're gonna go up, we're gonna go down. As we lift, once we reach our pelvis up towards the ceiling, we're gonna kind of press the back body into the front body and then slowly lower the pelvis down. As you go up and down, be mindful of pressing the heels and the inner edges of the feet. Keep the knees lined up with each other in parallel. Okay. All right. Take a deep breath in and just exhale this one out. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Nice and slow. Inhale, lift. Keep pressing until you get to the end of that inhale. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. Okay. Now bring your feet a little bit closer together. You're going to do either regular bridge pose here, or you're going to do bridge with one leg lifted. Okay. Your arms can go down. Palms on the ground to help you with this one for balance. Inhale, lift. And either stay here and breathe or lift a leg and breathe. Go ahead and lower, lower. Take a breath. Inhale, lift. Either stay here. If you did one leg, do the other. Keep pressing. And lower. And lower. Bring your knees up to the chest. Maybe draw circles on the ceiling. Just rotate the hips in the lower back here. Good. Bring the feet back down to the mat. Straighten the left leg. Bring the right leg up. So if you don't have a strap here for this one, just grab the outsides of the calf muscles. If you can grab the toe, and then the left hand stays on the thigh. Whatever you're doing, the shoulders soften towards the floor and the left leg stays active. Good. If you're feeling any type of pull in the back of the knee for this, bend the left leg. Safety first. Unless I'm telling Dawn to grab her toes, then. No, I know your body. I mean, not as well as you do, but. Okay, we're gonna bring it out to the side. Left hip stays glued, and then the right leg comes out. Your knee is already rotating towards the floor. Don't rely too much on your hand here. See if you can use the inner thigh muscles to bring the leg back to center. And now we're gonna inhale. And then as we exhale, lift your chin up towards your shin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Because even if you're grabbing the calf muscle there, you can lift. And do the other side. Decide where you are with your left leg, grabbing the outside of the leg or the toe. Soften the shoulders towards the mat. Getting a cramp? Good, that means your hip is getting stronger or you're forcing it to. That's how I was in boat today. I had to keep moving my hips because they weren't cooperating. All right, so before we even bring the leg out to the left, your knee is starting to rotate towards the floor. Go ahead and bring it out to the left. When you get the lucky spot, you get the lucky spot. Take a breath. Use your thigh muscles to bring the leg back to center. Good. Now take a deep breath in and exhale, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Take a breather. We're not done yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're gonna do supine tree. There ain't nothing better than that. So bend the left knee, bring the heel as close to the body as possible, and then just let the knee hang out to the right. If your glutes wanna engage, let them. It'll just help open the hips more. The left leg is gonna be as if you're standing on the floor. So you're pressing through the ball mound, the leg is active. And then just swoop your arms up overhead. If you wanna grab your elbows, do that. If you wanna bring the palms together, if you wanna just have the arms open, yogi's choice. And just breathe here. Three more deep breaths. Get the ribs away from the pelvis, pushing or reaching out through that bottom heel of the right foot. Giving your lungs this much access to breathe and go through the respiration process without being blocked in any way. I mean, you're releasing some really good hormones into the body right now. It's interesting how important the breath is, right? I mean, we do it without choice, but we can also be mindful of it. Go ahead and keep the arms up. Bring the left knee up towards the ceiling. Straighten the leg. Bend the right knee. Drop it out to the side. If you want to change up your arms, you can. Even if you want to bring the arms down, that's fine. Press out through the ball mound of the left foot. The big toe. Yep, so toes are up towards the ceiling. See if you can release any gripping in the hips just a little bit more. And then go ahead and bring the arms down. Bring the right knee up towards the ceiling and straighten the leg. Take a long stretch here. Circle the wrists and the ankles. We're taking one more twist and then we'll do happy baby and then Shavasana. I feel like you guys are ready for it. It's like it's really interesting when you think about like a kids yoga class, they're super crazy, but towards the end, they're like, if they know what's coming, they're ready for it. Can we do the lying down thing now? They're like asking for it. It's so cute. So go ahead and take your right knee up to the chest, bring it up to the chest as high as you can. Keep the left leg straight. Take that knee, drop it off the left side of the mat. So twist off the left side of your mat. Yep, stack the hips as much as possible. Bring the right arm out to the side. Sometimes you even get like a deep, like you're giving yourself a chiropractic treatment here, an adjustment. The spine gets a super big twist, but you're ready for it. You've been preparing all class. We're gonna take 3 more breaths here. And then come back to center. Straighten the right leg, bend the left, bring it up to the chest. As you hug the left knee, lengthen the right leg. And then roll off the right side of your mat. You can hug or hold the top leg with your right hand, or you can just extend both arms. You decide. One more breath here. And then exhale back to center. Bring both knees up to the chest. Come into happy baby if you can. So reach for the insides of the legs. If you can reach the bottoms of the feet, that's great. Push your knees down towards the floor. Rock left to right. And then go ahead and slow down your rocking. Bring the knees and the feet back together. Drop the feet towards the mat. Take one more stretch or do what the body's asking for here. And then we'll prepare for Shavasana. Okay. Not a problem. So if you want to cover the face, start to take some deep breaths, and each time you exhale, release the muscles. And feel the bones settling to the back of the body. Feel all the muscles in the face soften. Feel the shoulders, the hips soften. And I want you to bring your awareness to your heart center. And imagine around the heart this warm, bright light. Doesn't matter what color it is, just a warmth and a light. And each time you exhale, feel that warmth and light expand out through the body until eventually it's reaching out through the crown of the head, the fingertips, and the feet. Softening every muscle it touches. Allowing you to completely surrender to gravity. Begin to deepen your inhalations. And when you feel motivated to do so, begin to slowly wiggle the fingers and the toes. And taking another breath or two before you bend the knees and roll onto your right side, slowly and mindfully. And taking our affirmation or mantra from the beginning of class, carrying it with you throughout the day. I have the power of choice, and today I choose to be happy. Take another breath or two. And then slowly bring yourself back to a seated position.